watching the Verizon Wrap-Up Show with Otis Livingston.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the Verizon Wrap-Up Show. I'm Otis Livingston, and we'll quickly run you through all the day's action from the big dance as we get through the second round. We begin in the West region. 5-seed Arizona taking on 12-seed Memphis. It was a Derek Williams show for the Wildcats late in this one. The three-pointer gives the Cats a 3-point lead. Final second, Zona up 2. Joe Jackson intentionally misses a second free throw for Memphis. Wesley Witherspoon grabs the offensive rebound, but Derek Williams says, "I'm sorry, sir, not on my watch, you don't." Williams finishes with 22 points and 10 rebounds as the Wildcats advance 77-75. Arizona will face Texas in the third round. The Longhorns holding off 13-seeded Oakland. Tristan Thompson with a big-time all-around effort today for the Longhorns. The 6'8 freshman with 17 points, 10 rebounds, and a career-high 7 blocks. Texas over Oakland, 85-81. Staying out west, Duke's freshman sensation, point guard Kyrie Irving returned to the active roster with 14 points as the Blue Devils crush Hampton by 42. They'll face Michigan next. The Wolverines became the first team in tournament history to win a game without making a free throw. After this short break, we're going to check in with the night session of the men's NCAA tournament, featuring the regular season ACC champion North Carolina Tar Heels and top seed in the Southwest, Kansas. Stay tuned.
Motorola Zoom tablet with the velocity of a 1 GHz dual-core processor, 3D graphics engine, gyroscope, and a widescreen HD display. Grab it, and it grabs you. Only at Verizon.
The Verizon Wrap-Up Show, sponsored by Verizon 4G LTE. Rule the air on the fastest, most advanced 4G network in America.
And welcome back to the Verizon Wrap-Up Show. Now it's time to do some night moves as we watch the tournament whittled down to 32 after the evening session. Start out in the East region, 2-seed North Carolina facing Long Island University, and the Blackbirds chirping early on. Kenny Onyechi ties it at 33, but in the blink of an eye, the Tar Heels were back in front for good. Harrison Barnes with 3 of his 24. The Heels up 11 at the break, and it never got much closer than that. Big Tyler Zeller dropped in 32 as the Tar Heels move on to the third round, 102-87, the final. So it'll be Carolina and Washington in the third round. The 7th-seed Huskies taking down Georgia. Isaiah Thomas takes over the second half. 15 of his 19 points coming after the break. Final seconds, the Huskies missed a free throw that would have iced it. Last chance for Georgia. No dice. Washington moves on. 68-65 the final. Staying in the East region, George Mason takes out Villanova. The Wildcats finish the season on a 6-game losing streak. Number 1 overall seed Ohio State rolls over UT San Antonio. Marquette with the upset over 6-seed Xavier. They'll face Syracuse in an all-Big East matchup. Over in the Southwest, top seed Kansas easily takes care of Boston University. Illinois advances over UNLV. They get the Jayhawks next. VCU goes from the first 4 in-game to upsetting Georgetown. They will now face Purdue, who knocked off St. Peter's. Florida State beats Texas A&M 57-50. They'll take on Notre Dame next as the Irish took care of Akron. And don't forget, more exciting action from the men's NCAA tournament tomorrow right here on CBS. It all gets underway at noon Eastern with West Virginia taking on Kentucky, followed by Florida and UCLA. And then at 5 o'clock, it'll be 12-seed Morehead State and 13-seed Richmond. How many of you had that in your brackets? Yeah, me too. Followed by BYU and Gonzaga. Another chance to see one of the nation's leading scorers, Jimmer Fredette of BYU. But for now, we say so long from the Verizon Wrap-Up Show. I'm Otis Livingston. We'll see you right back here tomorrow night as we'll have our first 8 of the Sweet 16. See you then.